You're listening to the Inspirational Power Hour, and it's your host, Chandra Wise. Now, right now, we have an amazing, amazing worship leader and artist on the phone with us, and I'm talking about none other than Todd Galberth. Now, did I say your name right? How do you pronounce it?
You did. That's fine. People say it 17 different ways.
Okay, but I want to get it right. So how do you pronounce it?
I say Todd Galberth.
Okay, so it's Galberth. All right, we're going to get it together. So Todd Galberth. Sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing incredibly well. Honored to be with you.
Awesome. Listen, I am so excited to talk to you. I think I first got a chance to witness you and hear you sing live at James Fortune's live recording in Atlanta several years ago, and you did Never Forsake Me. And I'm telling you, I still remember the reaction of that room. It was such a powerful moment because you have a gift for leading worship. So for anybody that may not be familiar with your story, tell our listeners how you got started in ministry.
Again, I'm a church kid. And so I kind of grew up in church, but I was a late bloomer. I wasn't one of those kids that grew up singing and knew he could sing and thought that this is what he would do. You know, I was like 16, 17 before, I started taking it a little serious and leading worship. And just from that, God just began to move and shift and put me in front of people. I started out doing stage plays. When I was like 17, 18 years old, singing background, and then I had an opportunity to get on stage. And then I started leading worship and didn't even know that was in me. I grew up in a Pentecostal church, so, we did devotion. We did a few hot numbers, and we sat down. And then I went to a church, and they really kind of taught me about worship, a church called Grace Tabernacle Christian Center. And started leading worship there. And then God is, I lost my job as part of the testimony of the song. And inside of me losing my job, I didn't know that God was moving me from a secular job to doing full-time ministry. And I started doing full-time ministry at a church called World Overcomers in Raleigh, North Carolina. And that's kind of how it got started. From there, God just began to do some crazy stuff and connect me. And, I'm a little country boy from Rayford, North Carolina, and had the opportunity. I've traveled, not all over the world, but around the world doing some incredible things.
So Decrease, this is your full album, and you have this amazing single, Lord, You Are Good. So let's start there. How did this song come about? What was the inspiration behind this song?
That, again, that was a part of my testimony. I just lost my job, just had a baby, and bought a house almost within like 2 weeks of each other. And I'm like, Lord, why in the world would you allow me to get this house, have this beautiful baby, which was a miracle baby within itself, and then me lose my job, and I'm the provider for my family. So I was literally having a conversation with God in the kitchen, trying to argue with him, like, God, why would you allow this to happen? And the Lord was like, well, Todd, am I still good though? I'm like, but Lord, I just lost my job. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And he's like, but am I still good? I'm like, but God, I'm a provider. I'm the husband, and da 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 da. And he's telling me, but Todd, am I still good? And my response to him was, you know what, Lord, you are good. As a matter of fact, you've been better than good, and I can't praise you enough. I owe you my life. I can't praise you enough, even if I try, because you've been so good to me. And that's how I wrote the song, right there.
All right, so let's talk about Decrease. Let's talk about the entire album. Tell us about it, who you worked with, the songwriting process. Tell us all about it.
Man, it was a joy. This project is my baby because, number one, I wanted to do a project that was live and that felt like Sunday morning. I wanted it to feel like you were in the room and you were a part of this amazing worship experience. So the way we recorded it was a little differently than most people would. Is most people or singers, they would have allowed more production, but I wanted a raw and I wanted the essence of the night to be captured in such a way that when people turned it on, that they were like, man, I feel like I'm there. I feel the presence of God. And I had an amazing opportunity to work with Brandon Jones, who a Grammy Award-winning producer who wrote, a lot of stuff and did some stuff with Todd Tribbett on his record. And he kind of produced the record with me, and had a Naja Figaro do one of my favorite songs on the record. I had KJ Scriven, who's an amazing artist. We're both from the same area on the record. And so it's just really cool, man, the whole process. I wanted people to, if somebody says, Todd, how do you, what's your style? What do you do? This record is what, God has put in my heart to do. Every time I stand before the people, my whole goal, my whole purpose of being on that platform is to create an encounter for people to experience God. And I feel like this record is simply that. It's just a night of, man, we're just flowing, and there were some moments where we didn't know where we were going, but the Lord just kind of shifted us and took us to different places. So, and that's what this record is. It's just a worship experience, and it's truest form, to me anyway. Somebody may disagree, but to me it's just a worship experience.
And you know what? Your heart for leading people into the presence of God is so evident. And even now in this devotional, you have a 21-day devotional. What was the inspiration behind wanting to just further your ministry in this platform?
Oh, man, I knew there was more that God wanted to do through Decrease. I didn't feel like it was a record. I felt like it was more of a movement. And so a friend of mine is just kind of, was like, hit me up one day. Was like, yo, man, you ought to do a devotional, man. And I was like, a devotional? I don't do that. I've never written anything. Writing songs is one thing, but writing a devotional to inspire, to push people, to help make them better is something altogether different. And, I just sat in my house one day and I said, well, let me just try. And when I put pen to paper, this thing began to pull out of me in such a way that it was crazy. And I just started writing, and the Lord gave me days. He gave me topics. He gave me songs to put, prayers to pray. So that's what it is. It's a 21-day devotion. It's an easy, take 3 to 5 minutes of your day. Wake up. People wake up in the morning, they check their emails, they get on social media. I'm asking people, hey, get up for 21 days. Instead of getting on your phone, let's decrease together. And that's what this devotional is.
All right, guys, listen, make sure that you check out Decrease, the album, and the 21-day devotional. Now, Todd, how can everybody keep up with you, everything that you have going on?
Yeah, man, just go to T. Galberth is my TGALBERTH is my handle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm on Instagram the most. I like Instagram is a lot cleaner to me. So I like Instagram. And then for booking, just toddgalberth.com. For all booking, and I would love to connect with you guys, but more than that, I would love to just encounter Jesus with anybody who wants to bring this little country boy to their ministry, conference, or church. So that's how you can get up with me. All
right, guys, so we are about to take a listen to the single from Todd Galberth. This is Lord, You Are Good. And Todd, I want you to set this up and introduce this to our listeners.
Hey, guys, this song, it was birthed out of pain, but it's amazing what God can do with your pain if you give him a real yes. I pray that it blesses you. This is my single. This is my heart song. Lord, You